Disclaimer, Iratus Lord of the Dead is a hardcore tactical roguelike. This game is difficult and your minions will likely die, and don't think they're expendable just because they're already dead. Every fight is a challenge and resources are always limited. Enemies are strong and show no mercy towards their undead opponents. You will need to play smart and adjust your strategies for different encounters and enemy types. In short, be prepared to spend several hours mastering the game to achieve victory and bring death to immortal lands. Consult with your doctor to make sure your heart is healthy enough to play Iratus. Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Kaiser and today we're going to be playing Iratus, Lord of the Dead. I just actually got done playing on a normal more pain campaign so that I can unlock good always wins. It's a little bit harder. This is already kind of hard for being the normal mode, but I wanted to go ahead and do try one of the harder difficulties for Let's Play. If you've never heard of this game, it kind of plays out like Darkest Dungeon if you were on the side of the bad guys. You're not really worrying about anything other than health for your minions because they're all like undead or they were conjured up by this necromancer, and you pretty much will dealing like health and insanity damage, making enemies go insane, stuff like that. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Good always wins. Now I didn't auto-generate my minions. Normally you get to, but I went ahead and I'm going to create my own. Now I have been kind of looking online to see what a good composition would be, and of course there's several online, but I think what I'm going to go with is there is a Reddit user by the name of Neville_Linwood who came up with a pretty good comp. He said he just got done playing with this one, and I want to go ahead and give it a try just because it is a different build than what I normally play as. Now, if you've never played this game before, these top 6 characters are what you start with. As you play the game and do different conditions, you unlock all these other characters. And I had everything unlocked in my last playthrough except for the Black Widow and the Unfrozen, and that's because those you don't unlock until you actually beat the campaign on More Pain. Another reason why I wanted to kind of use his build is because he actually uses the Black Widow, and so I wanted to go ahead and give that a try. So let's go ahead and create what he suggests. We're going to create a Lost Soul for the spot, for the 4th slot, in the last spot, and then we're going to go with a Banshee, and then we're going to go with a Vampire. And then finally, we are going to go with the Black Widow in the front. Okay. We unfortunately don't have enough Digger Souls to actually build anything yet. In the normal campaign, you start with 25, which is just enough to be able to build anything. But of course, they gave us just short of that. Go ahead. From what I can also see, alchemy and ire seem to be what I'm going to try and focus on this time. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with either more Digger Souls or +3 attack. I think I'm going to go ahead and just go with the Digger Souls. Yes, they will reveal their secrets. So anyways, we've got a little bit of flavor text here. The kingdom had need of the vast riches buried underneath the castle. Great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies that could obey, and that the humans could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. Okay, that's us. Now, starting off, every time you play this game, your dungeons will always be randomized. These will always stay the same. You will always start in the mines, and you will always end at the cathedral for the final floor. But other than this right here always changes. Now, starting right off the bat, we actually have a good start. Because once we get to these cultists, they will give us, generally most of the time, they will give us minion-specific items, along with a couple of other consumables. But so that's actually a pretty good start, I think. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start our first fight and see how well this build goes. And of course, our Banshee screaming, "I don't want to fight." So from what I've heard, the Black Widow is a pretty good, beefy tank. So let's see what we're going to go ahead and start off with. We want to do a little bit of damage here. I don't believe anybody has any armor to begin with. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's have them do 2 less damage. Or we'll just miss. That works too. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and just focus on this guy in front here for now. Now with the Banshee, with her, I would imagine we're probably going to keep doing Soprano. Basically, Soprano kind of lowers enemy attack. Okay, miss. That's fine. Now the Lost Soul, she's kind of a different character because she does a lot of buffing and debuffing your own guys. She's kind of I kind of feel like she's one of the characters where she's kind of hard to play around with because see, like right here, she deals stress damage, but all the enemies that get hit with that, they gain 2 initiative, which in this game initiative is basically your turn order. Let's go ahead. I think we will. Well, I think we're going to just go ahead and do that. Go ahead and hit them all, buff them. Now, you might wonder why exactly would you do that with the Lost Soul, but the thing that's kind of cool about the Lost Soul is when you activate her Wrath ability, she gets to take all the buffs and debuffs, I believe. Or she takes all the enemy buffs, and I believe she takes all of your friendly buffs, and for every buff, you get an increase in attack for all your characters. So let's go ahead. Actually, I don't remember how much does that cost. That costs 50, so we still need a little bit. I still want to go ahead and try and pull this guy forward, because not only will that do that, but that will interrupt his stance. I guess I could have kind of gone in and explained what his stance was going to do, but basically if I wouldn't have interrupted that, he would have attacked one of my minions for quite a lot of damage this early in the game. So let's go ahead and keep focusing on him since he's the most hurt. Plus he can also kind of stun. I am not a fan of that. Okay, so right now we could remove all buffs. Oh, removes all buffs and debuffs from enemies. They don't really have a lot right now, so I think we're going to just go ahead and keep going here. Let's, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that again. And from my understanding of it too, even though these guys already had the +2 initiative, they will get another buff of that, so they get a total of 4, and that will actually count towards that. You know what, I think I'm going to skip her turn last, and I'm going to put a few more you know, I could probably do that, because that was 50, correct? Yeah. So let's go ahead and use her Wrath ability, because I have enough Wrath to use everybody's. Oh, and I totally forgot he is in that stance. Okay, I might have kind of screwed the pooch on that one.
You.
That's okay, we can keep going. Hopefully it will not kill one of my minions. Yeah, I really have nothing that would interrupt his attack. So how much is that going to do? So 12 to 20. I mean, that hurts a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, we're just going to have to go ahead and bite it since I wasn't really paying attention here. Yeah, because unfortunately she doesn't have anything that can help us on that. But let's go ahead. We're going to take all the bad stuff they have. And let's see how much that added. Alright, so that added 13 to attack and dread. That's not bad. Oh, I didn't realize she was going to get to go before him. So let's just go ahead and pull him forward. Yeah! No attack for you. And, let's go ahead and attack him just so that, you know, I really wanted that miss. You know, that's fine. But he, I guess, wanted that too, so that's alright. Let us go ahead and keep going. Do this. Give them some good old insanity. Miss some more. Debuff. Do less damage. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can... Ooh, that one kind of hurt a little bit. You can go ahead and either go after their health, which I'm kind of going after right now too, but you also notice that they have a little purple sanity meter. Now this conscript right here, his sanity meter is 0 out of 65. So basically what that means now is any kind of stress damage that I deal to him has a chance of actually killing him via heart attack. Now, I believe critical hits from your team well, I do know critical hits from your team lower their sanity, but I also know that killing an enemy will also do the same. Let's go ahead and do that, and hopefully that'll kill him, give him a little bit of sanity damage.
Be worth something in death.
It doesn't matter how much sanity you do, sanity damage is sanity damage. Every time it is a chance, so I don't think she necessarily has anything that's a sanity damage, but okay, let's just go ahead, we'll pull him forward. I still feel like this this guy will take some sanity damage here, so let's see if the next turn, yeah, we don't want to do that. Well, we might try to go ahead and do that. So what I'm doing is basically... Oh, there went the heart attack, just like there. So basically what I'm doing is I'm giving her a ward, which basically means any kind of magic or debuff won't apply to her for next round. The reason why is because one of the other things that kind of makes the loss so unique is I'm going to give her some health, just so that she'll have some more health going in the next battle. But at the start of the next turn, I'm also going to do magic damage to her. So you might think, why are you going to do that? Well, like I said, I'm going to heal her, and then we are going to, the actual attack will be blocked by the ward. So let's see, might cause a heart attack here, never know. Okay, still alive. Gonna go ahead and put her in a cocoon as well, that's kind of like her heal, and then he just was like, nope, I'm out, see you later.
I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Yeah, Iratus is kind of hardcore like that. Okay, so now everybody leveled up. That's kind of cool, and we also got a level up for Iratus. The first battle generally always does that. So I think what I'm going to go next is... I wonder if I should save up for that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the attack.
A messy slaughter.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it will be. Okay, so now I finally have enough digger souls to create one of these. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the level ups for him. So what I need to do there is I need to create a Dark Knight. Also a pretty cool class. I want to...
is as hollow as his armor.
I want to say, in my opinion, which probably doesn't mean much, I would say the Dark Knight is probably one of the best starting characters, just because he's used in so many builds. But what we're going to do right now is, you'll notice building requirements, I have to actually put him in here and then build it.
Well, I have managed to gather every scrap of significant mortal knowledge down here. It's about as dull as you'd imagine.
Alright, well cool, now you got books that you can read, so hopefully that will relieve some boredom. Anyways, so now, because I used him, I didn't really sacrifice him or anything like that, because now he's working in this library. He's giving us 20 experience, and then 8% of the experience from the current level. And as I get more people, it will go on and on. Okay, but so let's go ahead, and I'm not going to level my guys up quite just yet, because I want to go see what these cultists are going to give me. Okay. Banshee restores 20 vigor each time she's missed. Lost Soul receives 1 attack and 1 dread for each debuff on enemies. That might be alright, but my Lost Soul doesn't really attack that much. Whenever a vampire escapes or becomes insane, vampire receives 6, 6, and 6. And Black Widow's attack, except the counter damage dealt by Spike Cocoon, also increased the spider venom effect by 1. Ooh, and I did not check in that last fight to see if those actually count as a debuff. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, because she does have a few attacks, like her Wrath ability, that kind of hits everybody. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you're not quite sure either, you have all these different parts, which you see right here, which I don't have a lot right now, but from my understanding, once you get a good chunk into the game, even though it is a harder mode, you'll be swimming in body parts, so that's good. But you'll notice right here we have a brain. So basically, you see brain right here, it says level IQ 2, means this minion is level 2. So if I were to give one of them that, she would instantly level up again. However, you generally want to try and save your brains, because if you end up losing one of your minions, there's no way to get them back. But what you can do is you can create another one, like say this Black Widow dies the next fight, I can create another one, give her the level 3 brain, and boom, next, got another brain. Okay, so give me a second, let me go ahead and dish out some of these stats here. Okay, I am back. So what I went ahead and did is, in the minions that could, I went ahead and increased their invasion. Once again, the post that the Reddit user made, he said he invested heavily into an evade party. Some of my minions unfortunately cannot level up evade, so I went ahead, Black Widow, I just leveled up her health, and I believe there was one other one, I just leveled up the amount of stress damage they do. Also, when you look at the map, it definitely helps to kind of check it out and see like where you're going, just because some paths are a little better than others. So even though this path right here would have given me a free level up, I think I'm going to go ahead and go up and then cut to the left, and when I get here I think I'm going to debate whether I go this way or that way. But let's go ahead, we will fight this next fight. Hopefully we won't lose anyone because we are a little hurt. And then after that we'll probably call it an episode. Well, that wasn't cool, thanks a lot. So let's go ahead, we will start with our normal opener. Let's go ahead, stress people out a little bit. Please stop doing that. Okay, so now he went into a different stance than the other gentleman does. So with him, whenever a minion moves, he automatically attacks it no matter what. So let's see, he has a little bit of armor on him. I'm going to go ahead and hold off on that. But I think what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and smack away at him just to get rid of one of the blocks. And that's fine. Just stop attacking her, please. Lower everyone's damage. And I am going to have her hunker down, because otherwise she might get a little hurt. So now basically what this stance right here does is she will heal for 5 after every person's action, and anybody who tries to attack the minion directly behind her will get redirected to her. Sadly, did not really work out in her favor this time, but we're gonna keep going and hopefully we won't lose her. But, you know, worst case scenario, if we do lose her, we do have that level 3 brain that we can use. So let me go ahead, I need to wipe this guy out because he's gonna be the one who ultimately deflects her out of her stance, because I have a feeling she is probably going to die this turn. I unfortunately have no way to save her. Yeah, because she's gonna skip her next turn, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do some more sanity damage. Maybe I'll get lucky. Someone will go insane and they won't attack her. Yeah, that's fine. Keep going. Yeah, attack your own guys. That's cool. Well, okay. Bye-bye, Black Widow. That's fine. We're still okay. And looks like now they're going after my Banshee. Alright, cool. Well, hey, that's fine. So, you'll notice on him, he basically has a 75% chance to attack an ally because of his insanity. But now everyone's different. Like, for instance, on his, at the start of each turn, he loses some of his health, but he receives an extra action. Honestly, I don't like that one. That one kind of sucks. This one right here, his chance to flee increased by 20. He deals stress damage to everyone on his team. You know, stuff like that. We want to try and keep him for last, because you'll notice on not everyone, but some of our people, they have this little blue star-shaped thing. That's basically a feature. So when he dies, all his allies recover 30 sanity. You know, it's not that major of a deal right now, but I'd rather just not deal with that yet. So let's go ahead and take him out. And I kind of forgot he had a block there. But let's go ahead, do more sanity. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, they have quite a bit on them now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. Might as well. Scream, scream. Okay, just keep slapping each other. Don't attack none of my guys. So what did that do? Alright, kind of the same before. Almost as good as before. She might be able to... Well, there's a good chance. Well, no, she should be able to tell him as long as she can hit him. Yeah, toss him in with the rest. We're gonna make some good old soup out of him. Well, then again, they probably don't have to eat, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so now since she moved up, she well, not unfortunately, she can do another attack, but I think we're going to go ahead and just keep kind of smacking everyone with spooky hand souls. She's getting kind of banged up, too. We're going to keep doing Soprano. And then hopefully I do not lose her as well. Yeah, come on, keep slapping the crap out of each other. Okay, so our tough old Taskmaster, anytime you see this like upside down triangle with the flag, that means he's going to escape at the beginning of his next turn no matter what. But he does receive increased damage by 50. I'm still kind of at the point where I don't know if an escaped unit still gives you the same amount of XP. I would think not, but I mean, I guess you never really know. Let's go ahead. We'll do some more insanity here. Get some heart attacks going, maybe. Okay, nope. Hey, she's almost gone. Leave her alone. I don't really have any kind of insanity attacks. What I can go ahead and do, so her special attack, and which helps her with her sustainability, it doesn't consume a turn, but it gives her bloodthirst. So now every time she attacks, I believe it's half of everything she does. Yeah. She will recover in health. So, really good thing to have. We'll keep her alive longer. Oh, come on. I was supposed to deal some heart attacks. No, don't hurt her. Okay, this dude, we're going to go ahead and just smack him to ensure that he dies. And let's go ahead and just try to stress this dude out. And boom, died of a heart attack. Instant health. Or instant death. Doesn't matter what your health is at. And great. I didn't need to get that. Wonderful. Okay, well that's fine. Unfortunately, class items do not stack. But I mean... Oh yeah, I got that back because my Black Widows did. Yeah, duh. I knew that. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and stop right here for now. Episode's probably gone on long enough. When we come back next time, I will go ahead. I'll have my minion rebuilt. Kind of make sure to see I'm doing everything right. But until then, thank you for joining me tonight. My name's Kaiser, and I will see you next episode. Bye.